Good morning, everybody. I'm back with another K-Pasa Talks here this morning with Desh from Comviva. We're both back recently from Barcelona and World Congress. And so we wanted to chat for a few minutes and get Desh's take on his experience last week. So Desh, welcome and look forward to catching up here.
Thanks for having me, Kevin. Really look forward to this conversation. I think we had a little bit of a relaxed time last week after all the buzz from MWC. So look forward to this conversation.
Yeah, no, appreciate your time. So what really was your overall take from your time at MWC? What were your takeaways?
MWC is full of lot of new information, lot of new connections, lot of new insights. But if I were to sum up, given the context of what I do every day, I would say one, the focus instead of being on 6G, I think it was more about focus on how 5G can be monetized with the API monetization, Open Gateway Initiative, network as a service, right? So I think that's one. Second, I would say that B2B is a big focus for operators beyond B2C. And AI and generative AI is something which every single vendor and every single telco was looking at. So I think these were three big takeaways. But again, there are lots of learnings beyond these three. But these three definitely as key for me.
No, I would agree. And as we've had our conversations, I think there's been some consistency with those as a top three. So I think you're right on. What was something that maybe surprised you? It could be positive or negative, but was there something that kind of stood out and surprised you while you were there?
Not surprised, but I think what I would say is Metaverse was a big theme previous year. So this year, it was kind of not there at all. So, and similarly, 6G and Metaverse were the key themes previous year and not seen this year. And the second aspect is, I think, Middle East telcos taking the big stage with a lot of them having big booths, big presence, and really visible at MWC in a very big way. I think was something to look forward to.
No, you're right on. I think that's one of the interesting things historically is that it's such a global group and audience, and so it seems that things go around the world at different times, and each has a spotlight. But I would agree. I mean, I look at the sponsorships and different things that the different carriers invested in. Clearly, there is something happening in that part of the world, which is a key market for you guys. I know that you're leading out in UAE and some other areas that I think are very interesting. Can you give us just maybe a short update on what you're doing in the region there?
Yeah, we are pretty much, in fact, at MWC, we signed some of the key deals. One with STC for API Marketplace, which was a big one to enable them to monetize the API business. And second one that we signed with E-End Enterprise in UAE for the CPaaS enablement across multiple regions, taking them to next-gen CPaaS platform. So these are some of the ones which are public, but there is pretty much every telco in the region. We are doing something or the other across our different product lines, fintech, martech, and digitech. So a lot is happening in the region right now.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's exciting to hear. As you reflect on your week in Barcelona, are there some data points or some conversations that have impacted you in a way that you're looking at what you might do differently the rest of the year, or maybe double down on because of what you learned there? I'd be interested to understand the impact that it might have in some of the decisions and strategy as you look at the rest of 2024.
Yeah. So one thing is clear that telcos are looking at B2B as a main driver for them to show growth to their stakeholders. But what we see is some of these solutions might be in silo right now, which is, let's say, API monetization, B2B commerce, network API monetization, or the CPaaS. and each one having the business case might not reflect the investment that is needed from the telcos and even for the partners to invest. So, as a key takeaway, and from the conversation that we've had with multiple partners and telcos, what we are looking at doubling down this year is to give telcos a single place solution for API monetization, network as a service, and CPaaS, all from a single platform and with a single partner in a business model where they can invest along with us, work with us, and then grow the business together. So that is clearly one of the big themes which we want to tap into this year.
No, I think you're right on. As KPAS, as the CPaaS Acceleration Alliance, we've recognized the same thing, and we're building out a best practices playbook specific to help organizations understand the synergies of these different technology stacks and how you can bring that to market under a single umbrella. So I think you're right on, and as always, we're aligned within the alliance. So that's a good thing as well.
Just to add, I think leverage the alliance a lot more, work with you and the rest of the alliance members, because I think that's the theme of the alliance. So not only work on the product, but also we need to penetrate deeper into the markets. And I think you're a perfect platform. And the way CPaaS Alliance had the booth at MWC this year, I think that also helped to bring all the partners in the ecosystem together. So let's have a brighter and more collaborative effort in 2024.
Well, I appreciate it, and the alliance is only as good as its members, and so we're excited to work with Comviva and move all this forward. Which probably brings me to the most important question about Barcelona is, what was the best food you ate? That's always one of the highlights of being in Barcelona is the great food. Did you have any special dinner meetings, or did you find a hole in the wall location? What was your best eating experience?
Every evening is a new place, and I think, as they call, the tapas experience in Barcelona is the best. And on the La Rambla street, I think there are many different restaurants that we tried. So amazing experience. And I think while we have all the serious conversation through the day, I think evenings is where you relax and get to know the human side of the partners, customers, and that's what really you look forward to in a face-to-face discussion at MWC. So really nice time.
No, absolutely. There's so many former colleagues and partners you may not be working with today, but you meet them there and you realize, wow, there's more we could do tomorrow. And so just the whole networking experience, especially over some good tapas, is always a highlight of the week in Barcelona for Mobile World Congress. So Desh, I really appreciate you taking just a few minutes here today to kind of cover some of the highlights. We look forward to doubling down on these new initiatives and working together to move the industry forward and to help Comviva where we can. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for having me, and look forward to more such conversations and our partnership. Thank you. Bye.
You bet. Thanks.